Hello everyone and welcome to episode 29 of Let's Play Diablo. We are in Archbishop Lazarus's lair, as you can see. And the thing about this is the Archbishop hides behind several walls that you're going to have to fight your way through. And they'll wind up being traps that... I cannot get to them yet, can I? They'll wind up being traps that you have to figure out how to get through. It's a fairly small area, though, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal, but that's what we're going to have to do to get to him. I am sorry about the audio quality on the last episode. I have no idea what happened. I didn't even notice how bad it sounded until after I had recorded it, and I went back to listen to it. I was like, wow, that is a really annoying background noise. So I went through and I tried to do noise reduction, which kind of destroyed the quality of the voice recording itself. But it did make it a whole lot more tolerable to listen to, so that is about the best that I can get it. So, sorry about that. I tried my best to make it as tolerable as possible. If I failed, I'm sorry. I really tried. But, okay, I went to see Godzilla today, and wow, I was way impressed by this movie for a lot of reasons. First off, I mean, one of the very first things you'll see in this movie is Bryan Cranston, and he is not in the movie as much as you were led to believe, but he's such a powerful character that I don't think anyone's going to mind that. He is the best actor in this movie, without a doubt, and Aaron Taylor Johnson did just fine as well, where I was led to believe that he wasn't very good. I think a lot of people say that he was kind of emotionless, but the thing about that is he was playing like this, no-nonsense, let's get this business done and go home soldier type, and I have met soldiers that act just like he does in this movie, so it didn't feel out of place to me. It felt like he felt just fine to me. You know, his acting was just fine to me, so there's that. Let's see. I have to stand on this? Yes, I do. Let's pick up that composite bow. This movie was extremely well paced, unlike a lot of modern movies where it feels like they make it 2.5 hours and it feels like something that they could have cut like 30 to 40 minutes out of and been just fine. This didn't feel that way. It didn't feel like it had any superfluous material, no padding, nothing like that. Just excellently paced from beginning to end, and the human drama was interesting and the characters were cool and likable for the most part. They were never bad. None of the characters were bad. You're never gonna go, okay, you stupid fucking moron, why are you doing this? As is the case with some characters. It's like that was my biggest gripe with Prometheus, is like every single freaking character in that movie is freaking stupid. All of them. But get back to Godzilla. The pacing was great, so I loved that. It didn't feel overly long, even though it's a tad bit over 2 hours long. It didn't feel overly long. The special effects are a sight to behold. This movie is gorgeous, and Godzilla and other monsters look amazing. Absolutely extremely well done CG, and unlike a movie like Pacific Rim, it's not afraid to show its CG by hiding, because it doesn't do the whole let's hide it behind rain that Pacific Rim does, which I'm glad for, because the CG was well worth it. It also doesn't do the shaky cam that is so common in action movies today. so all the action was clear and perfectly visible on the screen. And part of the reason that this movie worked so well is because it spends so much time building suspense and giving you teases of Godzilla and the other monsters, and teases of what's going on with them destroying everything and stuff like that. Okay, I'm missing something apparently. So when you finally get to the big climactic battle, and this has one of the best final acts of a movie that I have seen in a long time. It was simply amazing. I'm going to go to town, but I'm going to show it because I want to keep talking about this. But it has one of the best final acts. The whole ending of this movie is fan-freaking-tastic. The monster fighting is great. The human element is great. And it's all because they earned it. Not only is it quite a spectacle to watch, but they earned this big ending by teasing and making you wait and keeping the monsters hidden. And oh, it was so well done. Just incredible, amazing, and none of the characters in this movie are dumb, and I really like that about it.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and...
Even when there are child actors in this movie, they are not,
Well,
I mean,
what can I do for you?
they're not great actors, but what can you expect from a child actor? But they aren't terrible either. So, there's that. I mean, that's all you can ask for is...
What ails you, my friend?
Not, if they're not great, then the next best thing is to not be annoying, right? Well, these characters are not annoying. The child actors are not annoying, so it definitely has that going in its favor. And, let's see what else. There's a lot of really cool lighting in this movie as well, and you saw some of that with like the trailer where they shoot the red flares up into the air and it lights up part of Godzilla, which is something that they couldn't do with just an actor in a suit, really. I mean, that requires something more like CG in order to do, so they definitely used CG to the advantage of being able to do things that they could not do in a normal Godzilla movie. But, this movie is also extremely well shot. Like, Gareth Edwards apparently has a very strong knack for getting cool camera perspectives. Like, during the Halo jump, there's a scene in it where you are looking at it through the eyes of Aaron Taylor Johnson, and you're just like, it's like falling through the clouds, and then you go down and you see the destroyed city, and then you see the monsters fighting from a first person's perspective inside the mask that Aaron Taylor Johnson is wearing as he's doing the jump, and it is so freaking cool. That is an awesome and inventive shot. I loved it. Yeah, this movie was great. I mean, the United States has finally done Godzilla right. Okay, what am I missing? Like, I mean, we had that 1998 travesty that didn't have Godzilla in it at all, and it just was awful. And we had nothing for until now. 16 years it took, but we finally did Godzilla justice. We finally got the Godzilla movie that we deserved back in 1998. And go see this movie, please. I really, really, really badly want this movie to succeed. So please make sure you go support this film. the box office, because if this succeeds, I'm sure they'll want to make more, and I want more. This was great. This was awesome. I loved this. Let's go back here and see what this is.
Abandon your foolish quest. All that awaits you is the wrath of my master. You are too late to save the child. Now you will join him in hell.
Okay. We are here to fight Lazarus now. Okay, this could take a little bit. You guys come chase me. But please go support this movie because it is excellent. It is a lot of fun. And it treats Godzilla with... First of all, it's a more serious movie than you've come to expect from a lot of Godzilla flicks, which is fine by me. I mean, the original was serious. This takes a lot of inspiration from the original. You can tell that Gareth Edwards and his crew have nothing but respect and love for the Godzilla franchise as a whole. And that's awesome to me. Like, I love Godzilla, so I'm glad that it was handed over to a talented director who also loves Godzilla, you know? Come and get me. Now, this is one that I would see multiple times in the theater, and I don't do that. If I could, I would see this multiple times in the theater. That's how much I like this. I mean, this is one of my favorite... okay, maybe I'm a little fanboy for Godzilla, but this is one of the best movies I've seen in theaters in a long time. Might be the best one I've seen in theaters since The Avengers. That's how much I like this. And I don't want to get into spoilers, but there's a lot of specific things that I could talk about that I absolutely love, and cool things that they did and stuff like that. My friend Eric, who I've done multiple podcasts with in the past, and I are both massive, huge Godzilla fans, so I'm looking at possibly trying to record on Sunday or Monday, record a podcast with him.
Your madness ends here, betrayer.
Okay. Lazarus is dead. We need to just figure out how to get back out of here, and then we will be done with this episode of Let's Play Diablo. But anyway, please go support this movie. I want this movie to succeed. I want it to do well because it is so good. Okay, here's the portal. Let's go. I could probably rave all day about how much I really like this movie, and Eric and I will probably rave for about an hour about how much him and I both like this movie, because, like I said, we want to record a Press the Action Button podcast, something I haven't done in a long time, something I really need to get back to doing. I don't want to go down to Diablo just yet. I want to visit town. But I can do that off screen. Thank you everybody for watching this episode of Let's Play Diablo. Please like, comment, subscribe down below. It would be greatly appreciated, and we will talk to you guys next time. Thanks everybody, bye.